How overdramatic were we when we heard Great British Bake Off was moving over to Channel 4? I for one joined the cries of boycott back when the announcement to end all announcements was made, that our beloved Bake Off was being sent to the depths of Channel 4. But you know what, I was wrong. And so was everyone else who declared the show would go the same way as Ian's Baked Alaska. We thought it wouldn't be as funny without Mel and Sue, that we needed Mary Berry's sweetness to offset Paul Hollywood's tongue as tart as Stacey's opera cake, and that the beautiful innuendos were about to die a death. But I'm about to say it, I didn't even miss Mel and Sue. And quite frankly, the new series has been as delightful as Stephen's cake that masqueraded as a sandwich. 1. The bakers have appeared to be more amateur while they've all known what they are doing. They've also made loads of mistakes, well, except for Stephen. This has meant we've seen far more growth from the contestants than usual, with room for development. Let's face it, Candace was ace, but she was sort of ace from the start. Watching the likes of Stacey go from the woman who cooked her pie with baking paper in the bottom to the woman who produced 2 beautiful meringue flamingos has been a much lovelier journey. 2. They've upped the ante with the challenges and themes, but kept it all wonderfully familiar. Some of the themes this year have been a bit off-piste for normal bake-offs, with the likes of Caramel Week and Italian Week making appearances, but our good old staples of Bread Week and Pastry Week kept us well within our comfort zones. 3. The innuendos are more subtle, and yet filthier. Where before Mel and Sue would have us roaring about helping to carry someone's jugs, now it's the judges Prue and Paul getting in on the act. With Prue's sex toy necklaces and Paul's bread fingering going on, not to mention that massive penis snail, we have been rest assured Bake Off will remain as smutty as ever. 4. The 80 breaks are a good thing, so stop complaining about them. Each week my friends and I held a little Bake Off buffet to snaffle our way through while we watched. These handy little ad breaks gave us time to top up emptying plates, remelt the chocolate dipping sauces, bung on the kettle, pop another bottle of Prosecco, and get the washing up going before the show was over, meaning a prompt departure to bed for those of us with super early starts. Therefore, I give the ad breaks a great big thumbs up, and I'm not even embarrassed to say so. Thanks, Channel 4, for giving me time to pee so that I didn't miss Stacey accidentally ripping her oven door off. 5. Everything is mostly, comfortably, the same. The decor, the format, the presenting and judging style. Everything is practically the same, with minor tweaks, such as a slightly different theme or a smuttier joke about one guy wanting to dip his nuts in caramel. Yes, like a child we can stamp our feet and say it's not the same, and in some areas it's not, but mostly it is, and you're just cutting off your nose to spite your face if you choose not to watch because of that fact. So while we might want to be loyal to a channel, there's no reason to boycott our beloved show. It's still there, it still loves us. We shouldn't turn our backs on it just yet. 6. Prue is brilliant. Sorry Metza Beza, Prue wanted for me. She was the right amount of nice with nasty, in that she would complimenting flavors and design, but then would tell the likes of Kate that's not a custard, that's a mistake. It's the drama we're after, especially as we can't taste the stuff. Hearing something tastes lovely is far less noteworthy than watching her spit something back out. And while everyone has been going mad at poor Prue for her monumental final FK up, Mary Berry did in fact get there first, having done the same in 2015. So Mary Berry isn't whiter than white either. 7. Sandy and Noel were just lovely. Their senses of humor seemed to match exactly. They showed their human sides by crying when sending bakers home. Noel even apparently calls Sandy his little Danish wife. Isn't that just lovely? And it turns out they were rather nice too. They'd give bakers an extra few seconds if they could see they were struggling. Now don't get me wrong, I really love Mel Sue, they're the best telly duo there is, sorry and Deck, but there is nothing wrong with Sandy and Noel. Noel for one is super creative and comes up with wacky one-liners that go off the script they've allegedly been given. And those shirts, plus the fact he's brought a whole load of new viewers to the program. And he and Sandy just seem to fit like Julia's Russian dolls inside her cake. Only started watching Bake Off because of Noel Fielding. Now I want to become a pro baker. Might apply next year. Grace Hargraves at Grace_Dear, October 4, 2017. I already can't wait for the new series or the celebrity one on Stand Up to Cancer. Here's hoping all the naysayers start to join in too. More all the previous Great British Bake Off winners and what they are doing now. More Prue Leith in too much of a state to talk about. gbbo winner reveal. I fed up.